The politics over 18th century Mysore ruler Tipu Sultan's birth anniversary celebration has reignited once again. In a letter written to Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's office, Union Minister Ananth Kumar has asked not to include his name in the Jayanthi celebration on the 10th of November next month. Tipu Sultan's birth anniversary celebration has been in the eye of political storm for the past 2 years since Karnataka government decided to celebrate it. As Congress government described him as a patriot and a freedom fighter who fought the British, the opposition sees him as a bigoted tyrant who forcefully converted people to Islam. The war of words over the legacy and the history continues. I have my colleague Rohini Swami joining us. Before that, there is a quick reaction coming in. Take a look.
We believe he is a despot, a bigot, who is responsible for the mass killing of Hindus in Malabar region and in South Canara and Markera especially. And the people of Kodagu also have been opposing and protesting against the celebration of Tipu Jayanthi. As long as this government holds the celebration of Tipu Jayanthi, BJP will be opposing it.
All right, we have the Congress leader, Mr. Gundu, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Dinesh Gundu is the Congress president for Karnataka. So thank you so much for speaking to us. So clearly, BJP stands for banning and not being part of a legacy which celebrates Tipu Sultan. What's your first reaction to that?
You know, it's left to him whether he wants to attend the program or not. Nobody can force anybody. But we have this is the third year of celebration of Tipu Sultan Jayanthi, and except for two places where Sangh Parivar elements, rabid Sangh Parivar elements, because they consider even Taj Mahal to be a representation of evil. So these people, we can't convince them, neither can you talk to them. But the government will go ahead with its program, and they may think whatever they want to think. But for us, he was a great ruler and who fought bravely, and he initiated many reforms and many scientific marvels, sericulture, missile technology, all introduced in Tipu's period. So,
well, Mr. Gundu,
Abdul Kalam has praised him. So, every ruler has got its pluses and minuses.
Mr. Gundu, history clearly remains a political issue these days. Everyone is free to have their own interpretations, and facts are twisted for one's own political narratives. Just to put it into perspective for our viewers, why do you think that Tipu Sultan was a patriot, which is completely contrary to what BJP is saying? All right, I think we have lost that connection with Mr. Gundu. I have my colleague Rohini Swami joining us on the phone line. So Rohini, this battle about whether Tipu Sultan was a patriot or he was a bigot continues, and it's once again rocking the Karnataka politics.
Well, let's start with the fact that the Union Minister, Mr. Ananth Kumar, who has been recently elevated as a Union Minister from Karnataka, who belongs to Uttar Kannada, has been saying and has been a controversial figure for a very long time. He has made a lot of statements saying that certain groups of people or certain statements are anti-Hindu and anti against the country for that matter. But this very clearly, the letter that he's written to the Chief Secretary of Karnataka, saying that he does not want his name in any of the invitations for the Tipu Sultan celebrations or the birth anniversary celebrations, which will take place on November 10th, itself clearly shows and is in the lines of what we've been seeing across the country for the last few days. We've seen how the UP MLA, Mr. Somnath Som, also making a comment about Taj Mahal. But Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao, who's a spokesperson of the Congress right now, continues to say, and this is what the Congress believes, that Tipu Sultan has had a huge contribution to the state of Mysore, what Karnataka was called before. He's called the Tiger of Mysore, and today Karnataka is technologically advanced because of Tipu Sultan. But the BJP have gone for the last 3 years and said that he's a bigot, he's a person who slaughtered people, he should not be celebrated. But we also have seen how violence has erupted 2-3 years ago in Kodagu because of this entire thing.
Right,
And
Rohini,
eventually
as you point out that he has been a controversial leader all along of the BJP, but now he's a cabinet minister, and though he is not, this does not have any legal or constitutional implications of whether the government celebrates it or not. But coming from a cabinet minister, it does have a much bigger impact, at least in the political discourse.
We'll need to see two things in this light. One is, yes, he is a cabinet minister, he's a union minister for now, and he belongs to the BJP. And definitely he will fall in line with what the BJP part or the Bharatiya Janata Party believes in. And they have been saying through the years that they feel that Tipu Sultan should not be celebrated, his anniversary should not be celebrated as a person who has been a part of the invasion of Mysore should not be celebrated. But at the same time, yes, coming from a union minister and telling the chief secretary itself makes it controversial enough. But the second thing that we also need to see is the fact that the Congress government has remained steadfast in their decision that November 10th will be the day that Tipu Jayanthi or Tipu Sultan's birth anniversary will be celebrated. This conflict has gone on and is expected to go on for a very long time.
Rohini Swami, Deputy Editor, getting us all those details that the minister has been a controversial minister who's now a part of the cabinet government in the Modi Sarkar. Moving on now.